Welcome to my channel, 365 Blend Bytes. Today, we'll design a dynamic and visually captivating HR dashboard using checkboxes, dynamic formulas, and conditional formatting to streamline workforce management. We'll dynamically fill shapes to showcase real-time insights, such as active employees, attrition counts, and gender distributions, ensuring an engaging and professional presentation. This dashboard will feature visually appealing charts to represent employee education levels and country-wise distributions, crafting a masterpiece that reflects workforce diversity across different regions. Marking each checkbox will instantly update the current status and trigger progress updates through dynamic data bars. Additionally, dataset indicators will include progress circles for offboarding employees, offering detailed insights. We'll also use conditional formulas to seamlessly distinguish between employees in the offboarding stage, those under the hiring process, and active employees. Let's get started and create a dashboard that is not only functional but also an exceptional visual experience. To start, we have our employee dataset that includes details such as employee ID, employee name, and education level. Additionally, the dataset features onboarding completion percentages, the current status of each employee, and dedicated columns to track every stage of the onboarding and offboarding process. First, go to the Page Layout tab. Select Colors and choose Median. Then select Fonts and choose Arial. Next, under Effects, select Glassy. Select the data range J3 to AB3. Navigate to the Home tab, and in the Alignment section, choose Rotate Text Up, set Alignment to Center, and enable Wrap Text. For cells AC and AD, set the alignment to center and middle, and enable Wrap Text. Select the data range B3 to I3, set the alignment to center and middle, and enable Wrap Text. Keep the range selected, and additionally hold the Control key to select cells AC and AD. Reduce the font size to 9 and make the text bold. Similarly, for the data range J3 to AB3, reduce the font size to 8 and make it bold. Now, highlight the text below, and reduce the font size to 10. In the second row, we will create titles for each section. Merge cells B2 to G2, H2 to I2, J2 to V2, and W2 to AD2. To save time, I am copying the text from my notes. In the first merged cell, enter employee info. In the second merged cell, enter employee status. In the third merged cell, enter onboarding. In the fourth merged cell, enter offboarding. Adjust the first row height to approximately 125.25. And the second row height to 19.50. For the second row, highlight the cells and middle the text. Increase the font size to 14 and make it bold. Select the first row cell range from B1 to AD1, then click on Merge and Center. Select the cell range by holding the Control key while clicking on each specific cell range. This allows you to select multiple non-adjacent cells or ranges simultaneously. Navigate to the Fill option to apply the color green accent 5, darker 50%. Set the text color to white. Proceed to the border settings and choose a double-line style for all borders. Again from Border option, set the line color to white. Click on the Border option once more and select all borders to apply the selected border style to all sides of the selected cells. Next, select Offboarding section. And set the fill color to dark red and adjust the text color to white. Select the Employee Status section. Apply the fill color green accent 5, darker 50%. Then, go to the Border option and click on all borders to ensure the same border style is applied consistently. Select the data range from AC4 to AD34. Apply the fill color dark red. Then, go to the Border option and click on all borders to ensure the same border style. To ensure consistent spacing, first reduce the height of the third column. Highlight columns from J to AB, then double-click the edge when the arrow-marked icon appears to auto-adjust the column width. As observed, certain cells contain shorter text, resulting in some columns appearing narrower than adjacent ones. To maintain consistency, manually set the column width to approximately 4.88. We will reduce the width of the onboarding completion % column also to optimize space. and highlight columns B to G and auto-size their width. Increase the width of the current status column for better readability. This adjustment ensures a clean and professional layout. Next, select cell range from J4 to AB34. Then go to the Insert tab, under Controls, and insert checkboxes for each cell. Select the checkboxes in the Onboarding section. Navigate to the Home tab, and under Borders, format the border's line color using green accent 5, darker 50%, and click on All Border to apply the same. Choose green accent 5, darker 50% color for the text for consistency. Similarly, select the checkboxes in the Offboarding section and format their borders and text with dark red to clearly distinguish the sections. Click All Border to apply. And apply similar text color as well. Next, select the fourth row. Navigate to the View tab and apply Freeze Panes. This will keep the top 3 rows visible while scrolling through the sheet, ensuring a consistent view of key information. Now, in the Onboarding Completion section, type this formula in the first cell to calculate the completion percentage based on selected checkboxes and hit Enter. Double-click the fill handle on the first cell to quickly apply the formula to the remaining cells. Align the text to the center, set the fill color to white, and format the values as percentage. Reduce the font size to 10. Next, keep the range selected and go to Conditional Formatting. Select Data Bars, and use solid fill green data bars. Navigate to Conditional Formatting again, and select Manage Rules. Double-click on the rule to open and edit its settings. Choose the minimum type to number and set value to 0. Choose maximum type to number and maximum value to 1. Choose a theme color such as green accent 5, darker 25%, and apply these changes. This will visually indicate progress. Test the functionality by marking checkboxes in the Onboarding section. You'll notice the percentage updates dynamically, reflecting the completion status. Now move to cell I4, which shows the current status. Start by typing the formula to evaluate the status based on conditions. For example, if column AB4 is tick marked as true, it will reflect a corresponding status update and the status will display as offboarding completed, and so on. It is essential to ensure all statuses for onboarding and offboarding are mentioned within the formula following the defined sequence. Press Enter after finalizing the formula. Double-click the fill handle on the first cell to quickly apply the formula to the remaining cells. Change the text color to white, set the font size to 8, and make the text bold. Next, test the functionality by marking a few checkboxes. Observe how the status updates dynamically in real time. Highlight the section. Adjust alignment to center and middle. Now, we will apply conditional formatting for better visibility. Copy the active text from cell V3. Highlight the data range for the current status and navigate to Conditional Formatting. Select Highlight Cell Rules and then text that contains. Paste the copied text and ensure the spelling matches exactly. From the drop-down, choose Custom Format. Set the text color to green. Opt for lighter tones in more colors. And confirm by clicking OK. Make the text bold and click OK. Then hit OK again. Repeat the process for offboarding completed. Copy the exact text, highlight the data range, and apply conditional formatting. Paste the copied text in the text that contains rule. Select Custom Format and set the text color to red. Again, choose lighter tones and confirm the selection. This ensures consistency across the statuses. To simplify formatting for multiple offboarding statuses such as final settlement done or access revoked, use a single conditional formula. Highlight the data range, go to Conditional Formatting. Choose New Rule. And select Use a formula to determine which cells to format. Input this formula to identify the relevant offboarding statuses. In Format, set the font color to orange. And confirm. This method avoids repeating the conditional formula for every header while ensuring all offboarding-related statuses have a unified color. Verify the formulas by marking the checkboxes. As each checkbox is selected, the statuses will display with the applied formatting. For example, onboarding status as active will appear in green, and offboarding statuses turn orange. The offboarding completed status changes to red, signifying the successful application of the conditional formula. For a detailed view of the formulas and conditional formatting used, I will be sharing the Excel file in the description for download. Next, move to the offboarding status section. In cell AC4, type this formula combining COUNTIF and COUNT-A to dynamically calculate progress based on the number of checkboxes marked. Double-click the fill handle to auto-fill the formula in the range. Center align and middle align the text. Then change its color to white. Navigate to conditional formatting, select icon sets, and choose the 5/4 icon set for a professional visual representation. Again, go to conditional formatting, click on Manage Rules. Then double-click on Existing Rule. Check mark Show Icons Only. Change the first icon to a green tick symbol and retain the rest. Update the type from percentage to number for all icons. Set values for each section. 0.99 for the first, 0.7 for the second, 0.3 for the third, and 0.1 for the last. Confirm the settings. When the checkboxes of offboarding section are marked, the icons reflect the progress. Once the final checkbox, offboarding completed, is marked, the green tick symbol appears, indicating completion. Then you can add the offboarding date in the designated column for further tracking. This ensures a professional and flexible dashboard with accurate status tracking for onboarding and offboarding. Now that we've set up the formatting and formulas, let's move on to creating customized charts and shapes to reflect the data. Before we can begin, we need some data, which we will utilize through formulas. I will start by pasting the copied text outside the main data area, ensuring the focus remains on data like active employees, attrition count, education level, gender, etc. Next, type the country names where each employee is from, such as United States, United Kingdom, Canada, and Australia. Ensure that you use the full names of the countries rather than abbreviations, as this will enable the geography feature in Microsoft Excel. Click Convert to Geography and Excel will automatically convert these values into geographical data. Once the data is ready, we can begin working with the formulas. To calculate the total number of active employees, use this formula in the adjacent cell. This formula will count the entries in column I where the status is marked as active. Hit Enter. Since there are no active employees listed yet, the result will show as 0. For the attrition count, use a similar formula to count the entries in column I where the status is marked as offboarding completed. Again, this will initially show as 0, as there are no such statuses yet. Now, let's calculate gender-specific counts. For the number of male employees, use this formula that reflects the gender in column D. This formula will count the male employees, and as of now, you should see 21. Similarly, for female employees, use this same formula, which will return a count of 9. Next, we will calculate the educational levels. For employees holding a bachelor's degree, use this formula to count the occurrences of bachelor's degree in column E. The result should show 20. Do the same for master's degrees and diplomas, which should show 5 each. For nationality data, place the formula adjacent to the United States entry to count how many employees are from the United States. Use the exact spelling like US, as it appears in this data. Excel will calculate this based on the same spelling in your employee data, and you should see 6 employees from the United States. Repeat this for the United Kingdom, Canada, and Australia, adjusting the country name in the formula for each. Once this data is collected, it's time to design charts, shapes, and a title for clear and professional dashboard highlighting key metrics. Begin by going to the Insert tab and selecting a rectangle shape. Draw the rectangle. And apply a theme style from the Shape Format tab. Choose the Intense Effect Green for the fill. Set the shape outline color to white. And under the Shape Effects, choose Preset 2. Then select More Glow options to set the glow color to white. Adjust the height to 2 cm and the width to 5.5 cm. Position the shape to fit neatly within the dashboard layout. Next, duplicate this shape by pressing Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V. Place the duplicate shape below the original one, aligning it properly. Repeat this process to create more shapes, placing each new shape in the desired location. For the smaller shapes, reduce the width to 2 cm while keeping the height at 2 cm. Place them next to the larger shapes in the desired positions. After positioning the shapes, click on any shape and select all of them by pressing Ctrl+A. Go to the font section and set the text color to white. Align the text both horizontally and vertically to the center. And increase the font size to 12. Choose the font dagger square for the text. Now, add the following labels to each of the larger shapes. For first shape, add total active employee. Then attrition count. Then male. And then female. Next, in the smaller shapes, link the text to the respective formula results. For the first small shape, select it and go to the formula bar. Type equals, then choose the cell that contains the total active employees count and press Enter. This will update the small shape with the correct data. Ensure to reapply the text color as white, adjust the font size to 12. And set the font to dagger square, as the default font color may change when a formula is applied, overriding the previous formatting. Select another shape, type equals, and choose the cell that contains the attrition count, then press Enter. Once the second shape is updated, select the first small shape, then use the Format Painter to apply the formatting to the second small shape. For the next step, select the cell with the male count, and press Enter. Repeat this process for the female count, ensuring each small shape reflects the relevant data. Apply Format Painter for consistency. Let's move on to customizing the charts. Select the data range containing education levels and go to the Insert tab. And choose a 3D pie chart. Now, select the chart and go to the Chart Design tab. Choose Chart Style 8. And adjust the colors to match the theme, using a gradient from dark to light green. Click inside the chart, then single-click on the major section of the chart and drag it slightly backward to achieve a distinctive visual effect. Adjust the size of the data labels to ensure they fit neatly within the chart. Navigate to the Format tab. Set the Fill option to No Fill. And resize the chart. Position the chart in the top right corner of the dashboard for an organized layout. Next, click on Shape Outline and set the outline color to white. Then, apply the glow effect with a white color, matching the style applied to the shapes for a consistent design. Change the chart title to Employees by Education Level. Then, set the font color to white. Reduce the font size. And change the font to dagger square. Click on the map, and from the Format Data Labels pane on the right, check the option to display the value for the data labels. Now, we'll work on the map chart. Select the data range. Go to the Insert tab. Select Maps. And choose a filled map chart. Resize it. And place it adjacent to Pie Chart. Remove Series. In the Format tab, check the size of the pie chart. Set the similar height to 4.3 and the width to 6.55 to ensure consistent sizing. And ensure that it aligns with the other charts. Set the Fill option to No Fill. And apply the white outline. Set the white glow effect for organized layout. Change the chart title to Employee by Country and apply the same formatting as the other chart title. Now, we'll focus on the title of the entire dashboard. Go to the Insert tab and select the text box. Draw the text box in the header section of your dashboard and type HR Dashboard in it. Center and middle align the text. And set the font size to 48. Right-click on the text box, select Shape Format, and choose No Fill for the shape. Under Text Options, set the fill color to a lighter green shade. Click on Text Effects, then under 3D Format, select Top Bevel and choose Angle to apply the desired effect. Next, under Shadow, apply a shadow with a blur of 20 points. And a distance of 15 points. Set the font of the title to dagger square to achieve a professional and polished look for your dashboard. Now we will add gender icons. Go to the Insert tab and click on Icons. Search for the mail icon. Select one and insert it. Resize the icon to 1.5 for both width and height, then place it next to the mail text label. From Graphics Style, choose a suitable color for the icon. Repeat the process for the female icon. Search for the female icon. Select one and insert it. Resize it to 1.5 for both width and height. And place it next to the female text label and choose a suitable color for the icon. This visual representation will enhance the clarity of the data. Finally, remember the tip for maintaining consistency when adding new data. Always leave last row blank in the table and insert row above. When new employees are added, insert them in the row above, and drag the formula for the status and percentage completion across the new row. This will automatically apply the formatting and formulas, keeping the dashboard up to date without needing to redo the setup every time. To finalize, fill the checkboxes based on the available employee data. Check the boxes for employees who are active in the onboarding process or have completed their offboarding. As you check or uncheck the boxes, the dashboard will automatically update, providing real-time data about employee status and progress. For example, as you mark each stage of the offboarding process, the system dynamically updates to reflect real-time progress. Every stage completed brings the process to life with vibrant visuals. As the offboarding hits the green tick mark, the attrition count increases instantly from 2 to 3, keeping your data accurate and up to date. This masterpiece will create a highly functional and visually appealing HR dashboard that efficiently tracks employee data at every stage. With dynamic updates, color-coded progress, seamless transitions, and conditional formulas, you'll be able to manage the onboarding and offboarding processes effortlessly. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get notifications for new videos. Your support helps me create more time-saving and efficient tutorials. Thank you again, and see you in the next tutorial.